Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching the news at 10 live on Channels Television. And talking about pictures, we have some of them to show how you are celebrating this Yuletide. We begin with this one from Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, showing people whom our eyewitness reporter says were on their way to church for Christmas service. And next is this picture from Yaba in Lagos State, showing these men whom our eyewitness reporter says just finished a performance at a Christmas service. And still in Lagos, we have this picture from Victoria Island, showing this family going out to enjoy themselves. And there's another family also in the Christmas mood in our next image, which is from New York in the United States. And still in the United States, but this time from Houston, Texas, we have more celebrations. Our eyewitness reporter says these people are painting the town red and wishing everyone compliments of the season. And we end with this image from Elegushi in Lagos State, showing the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, dispensing fuel in the face of the ongoing scarcity. Our eyewitness reporter who sent this image commends this gesture of the Vice President, who toured some filling stations around the state. We thank you so much for sending in those images, but we do encourage you to keep them coming. And we're now being joined by Pastor Andy Juvenal from the House on the Rock Church. Thank you so much for joining us, Pastor Juvenal, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, Melinda. Thank you for having me, and Merry Christmas greetings from Pastor Paul Adefarasi as well of House on the Rock Church.
And from the Channels family to right back to you as well, and
Thank you.
The rest of the household. Now, with the economic hardship in Nigeria compounded by the fuel scarcity, do you think it has in any way dampened the essence of Christmas?
Well, I mean, on the surface of it, yeah, if you look at it, you'd say yes. But I mean, the real meaning of Christmas, what does it really mean? I mean, when you think about it really well, and the nativity scene we see that's painted everywhere, that night was quite lonely, and it seemed like all hope was lost, and this Virgin Mother had to find a place to give birth to this amazing gift to the world. And so it wasn't really a night of celebration when you think about it. But, I mean, 2,000 years later, 4,000 years later, we're celebrating. This Christmas, the real meaning of it is love. It's giving. It's being resilient in the face of adversity. I mean, the scarcity is not just affecting Christians, it's everyone. And so I would say on the surface of it, yes, it seems so, but we don't, you know, the love that Christ came to give us was not meant to be external. It wasn't dependent on what was happening around you. It was for you to think about what he has done for us. And have joy inside, regardless of what we face on the external.
Now, one thing the President mentioned today is a need for Nigerians to be tolerant, to have a cordial relationship with one another. With all the tension in the air, do you think Nigerians have really exhibited this virtue?
I think so. I think so. I think Nigerians are quite tolerant. But, I mean, again, if you look at the real meaning of Christmas, it was about servant leadership. It was about God himself, the owner of the universe, seeing the chaos that was everywhere and sending his son to die for all, not just Christians, for all. And that's an example of service. And like he's always told us as well, that the greatness we have is through serving other people. And so I think Nigerians are just quite, you know, waiting for that servant leadership style, very hopeful. But I also think that they're quite discerning. And so tolerance is there, but I don't think it should be taken for granted.
Okay, thank you so much, Pastor Andy Juvenal from the House on the Rock Church. Thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you.
And now we move over to our Abuja studios where Ibrahim Adra is standing by. Merry Christmas, Ibrahim.
Hello, Melinda. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. Let's take up from Kaduna State, where the governor there, Nasser El-Rufai, has condemned the Christmas Eve attack by gunmen that left 6 people dead and many others injured in Jama'a local government area. He has asked security operatives to find the bandits responsible and bring them to justice. The media spokesman for the state government, Samuel Aruan, told journalists today that residents should be rest assured of their safety as more troops have been deployed to the affected communities. Now, Mbuari, a suburb of the Federal Capital Territory, is deserted after suspected hoodlums set the only market in the town on fire over an alleged conflict between the Baigis, who are said to be the original inhabitants of the town, and some Hausa youths. Several shops have been burnt down before security operatives were able to restore peace in the area. The FCT Police PRO Manza Njuguri told Channels Television that the cause of the mayhem is being investigated by the police. All right, Melinda, it's right back to you in Lagos. Once again, Merry Christmas.
Same to you, Ibrahim. Thank you so much. Christian faithful in the ancient city of Kano State in northern Nigeria have joined their Christian brethren to celebrate Christmas. The long fuel queues at the filling stations due to the scarcity have, however, persisted, dampening the usual joyful atmosphere of the season. In this next report, our correspondent Olu Phillips gives us an update.
Nigeria joins the rest of the world to celebrate Christmas, a season to commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ. As always, it usually will be a time of church programs and services, joyous times and celebration. However, 2017 Christmas in Nigeria seemed to be leaving a memory that is not so soothing. For a case in point, we make a stop in Anambra State. It's a double barrel challenge, and across the state, prices of premium motor spirit, PMS, or petrol, as you know, sells for different rates. In Nnewi, a liter of fuel sells for 300 naira, while in Onitsha, it sells between 270 naira and 290 naira.
You can see we are paying 250 naira per liter, and you look at it, you discover that you don't have the light, you don't have like yourself to buy fuel, not just for your car, but for your generator. So
in Awka, the state's capital, NNPC mega filling station isn't selling, and expectant customers are waiting and hoping for a miracle to happen, while other stations sell for 250 naira. What do we have here in Ekiti State down southwest? The governor is leading inspection to enforce compliance in stations across the state.
The level of suffering the people are going through is that I cannot describe readily. It's a Christmas period, they ought to be happy, but today they are not happy. They are indoors, nothing to eat, and to worsen matters, they cannot move from one point to the other to rejoice with their people at this early tide period.
Maybe in a bid to help alleviate the suffering, he has also ordered the sales of petrol from the government house dump at government-controlled price of 145 naira per litre. In the country's commercial capital, Lagos, where several enforcement teams were deployed from the Department of Petroleum Resources to ensure free flow, they have a slightly different posture. From one station to another, they were seen ordering a more effective sales approach. For some who were hoarding or those selling above government-controlled price, they opted to supervise the products being dispensed rather than sanction or seal them up.
sealing at this time will be counterproductive because the masses, they need fuel. So what we can do is enforce sales so that the public will have fuel.
From pictures dotting the landscape and assurances from top government functionaries, it does appear that it's light at the dark tunnel's end. How soon and how quickly is the greatest concern of most Nigerians. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.
When the News at 10 returns, in continuation of the review of the year 2017, tonight our focus is on the judiciary. That's after the break. Join us again.